Hello, BookTube. I don't know how well this is going to work. I'm using the YouTube app that Giselle just showed me how to use, and I'm using it on my iPad, which probably has a worse camera than my phone. But I wanted to give it a try just to see if I have an alternate way to upload videos. And I have an occasion, of course, because the mail came right as they were leaving, so we didn't get to do a mail haul together. But I wanted to open it anyway so that there were no riots in the streets. It's only 4 packages, so it'll make a nice test to see how well things go. So the first one is a novel. It's called Swell by Jill Eisenstadt, who did, okay, I want to make sure this is in the camera. Would I do this over here? Okay. Who did Far Rockaway, a novel that I read and I think liked. This comes out in June. And it is set in Rockaway, Queens. When Sue and Dan Glassman moved into their new house in Rockaway, they cared more about escaping from their cramped Tribeca apartment than they did about the house itself. The house needs major repair, though, and turns out to be a murder house because of a deaths that happened there. Okay, so this will be local color. On the weekend of Sue's conversion party, 90-year-old Rose, who literally got away with murder on the premises, shows up uninvited. Okay. All right, well, I'm up for a novel, so we'll see. I'm mainly concerned to see how this is going to work. Like, for instance, why did I have to put the book where it was in order for you to see it? It almost looks like the camera is reversed somehow. And, of course, the young people who could tell me what the meaning is are gone, so I'm on my own to figure this out. Okay, the next one is from Basic Books. This comes out also in June, and this is called The Seeds of Life. From Aristotle to Da Vinci, from shark's teeth to frog's pants, the long, strange quest to discover where babies come from. This is by Edward Dolnick, who did The Clockwork Universe. And it is, by the late 1600s, explores... Oh, God, what's happening here? All right, let's just bear with me here. No other video will look this bad. By the late 1600s, explorers had circled the globe and mapped the heavens. They had calculated the weight of the Earth and traced the path of comets. But they didn't know that the deepest scientific riddle of all lay unsolved. Where do babies come from? Interesting. People knew the basics. Men and women had sex, and sometimes babies followed. But beyond that, the origins of life were a mystery. The Seeds of Life is the remarkable, rollicking story of how a series of blundering geniuses and brilliant amateurs struggle to discover the secret of reproduction. Okay. All right. And he is the chief science writer from the Boston Globe. And, oh, he wrote The Forger's Spell. Okay. I thought I knew his name for something other than The Clockwork Universe. The Forger's Spell was really, really good. A fantastic book. You would love it. I reviewed it, or somebody I know did. I'll leave a link down below. It's an amazing story about a man who forged Vermeers, made a career out of it, and then was arrested after the war for forging Vermeers. And in his police interrogation, they're about ready to ruin his life, sent him to jail for the crime of forging a Grand Master. And finally, in utter exasperation, he says, "I'm not guilty, you fools. I did those paintings." Because he was accused of trafficking Vermeers to the Nazis. And he had to tell them, "I didn't traffic Vermeers to the Nazis. I trafficked fake Vermeers to the Nazis, and the reason I know that is because I painted them myself." It was a very entertaining book. And this is his new one, The Seeds of Life. Although the description's a little simplistic. We're losing the camera here, aren't we? The description is a little simplistic because, of course, any butcher at the time would have been able to tell you exactly what happens, where babies come from. But I guess the scientific understanding, that's what the book is all about. Okay, the next one's a novel by Venora Bennett, who did Portrait of an Unknown Woman, the Tudor novel that was quite good. This is called The White Russian, a novel of Paris. Why do I have to do that? Why? It isn't even visible when I do that. Where is the camera? I'll figure it out. But she is a well-regarded historical novelist, and I've enjoyed her work. The Portrait of an Unknown Woman was not the only thing by her that I liked. She spent years as a Moscow correspondent after studying Russian at Oxford University. Now turning to fiction, she has taken her expertise of the Russian community to jazz-age Paris. White Russian is inspired by the real-life story of Soviet kidnapping of a white Russian general in Paris, the true-life story of a fascinating and stranger-than-fiction tale. Interesting. Okay, so, and this is out already, so this is in bookstores. I didn't read it. I didn't read the ARC if I even got it, so I'll have to read that right away to make up for lost time. And then there's this last one. Only 4 came today, so it's not a big mail shipment. I wish I'd been able to share it. I wish we'd been able to open it together with the Rhodeses, but we waited for a long time and the mail never came. It's always late on the weekends. Okay. All right. This is a paperback release of new selected poems of Robert Lowell. There he is on the cover. So this is, I don't think I paid any attention to the hardcover release if there was one. Was there one? Let's see. Wow, no. It doesn't look like there was. Wow, it looks like Frost and Giroux did a paperback original of selected poetry of a major American poet. That's interesting. It's interesting. I'd love to have been involved in the meeting that decided that. Okay, so this is just a new selected poems of Robert Lowell. Interesting. Very interesting. It comes out on the 1st of March. So there we have The White Russian, which is a Russian historical novel, The Seeds of Life, Swell, set in Far Rockaway, and the new selected poems of Robert Lowell. So that is a small mail haul on a test app. And I'm going to stop this now. I'm going to try and upload it and see what happens. If it doesn't work, we didn't miss much. And if it does, then I have a second way to record videos. So I'm going to try that now. Sorry for the quality. This is a test run, but this has been a day of tests. I'll see you soon, BookTube. Thank you.